benefits, doesn't it?
I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
When you hear that, it makes me wonder what she says about me.
We'll tell you never.
Good morning, Shawnee Boo Boo. How are you today?
Good morning. My eyes really bright and shiny this morning.
Shawnee, go smile.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How was everyone? Good.
How are you?
Perfect.
Terrific.
Well, come on now.
So, nothing. I really been a good week. Been just kind of a week. Plugged through it. Survived it. Wanted to, I guess, extend a commendable behavior on your guys' part or for retention of employees. And I know that it seems really, 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 really small. In fact, it's less than 0.25% of the take home. But those $100 gift cards mean so much to the employees, and it really does. And it just, I mean, this itty bitty tiny little small thing. I mean, it is. It's minuscule,
Right, but it's,
Means a lot.
but it means a lot.
it's
And
good to hear.
I mean, it just,
Thank you.
yeah, really,
Very much so.
it's more important than you know. A lot of the other commissioners back in the day, they just kind of felt like the employees that were here, well, they're lucky to be working here.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think the exact opposite should be the attitude. We're lucky to have them.
Amen.
Yeah.
And the most expensive thing that this county has is its employees. And I mean, you can go buy a patrol car, but the amount of time and effort and training to develop a good deputy or a good county attorney or a good financial officer.
Clerk and
She's
recorder.
waiting. That's what you get for calling him Shawnee Boo Boo.
Or honored cusses like this over in the corner.
They're not all.
Yeah. I mean, they're very, very valuable, and we need to make sure that we keep retention of them. So I think it served great dividends. I say that for me and my sheriff, you know, being sheriff, I've only lost 3 deputies in the last 7 years. 3.
Yeah.
That actually speaks volumes.
And I think that not just me, it's your leadership too that's doing that. So I mean, that's important. So,
That's good to hear. Appreciate that.
yeah. So,
Because I voted against it.
well, I would have voted against it too, but I didn't get a vote. So,
I'm
anyway.
joking for the record.
Yeah, I know. Which leads me to a next interest. I'm always playing far out in front of the game. One of the things I had came across or thought about was just something that we can be thinking about. So I've told you repeatedly that I am going to go to the school board next spring for them to pay 85% of a deputy, which will then be 15% to the county that we'd have to come up with for salaries and the
That's
sheriff's
the SOR
office.
or whatever it is.
What's that?
The school, the SOR, whatever.
Yes, if they want to retain the SRO, if they believe there's value in the SRO program, they'll pay 85% of that program.
And I'm hearing good feedback.
Oh yeah, it is everybody likes it. It took us a long time to get to it, and I know that there was pieces that had to be moved to get to the right solution there, but once we got it up and rolling, definitely picked the right deputy to do that job. He does great with the kids, and so very pleased with Deputy Gatlin's performance as the SRO. But what happens is, so if we do that, we'll have to hire another deputy. But interestingly, if Under Sheriff Bender prevails in the election, he'll be hiring 2 deputies next June.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think, and yeah, because
Because he's a sheriff.
I'll be gone.
They'll
I'll
only
be leaving.
Yeah.
And I think, as I've penciled it out, I think we can hire him even while I'm working, because you'll get 6 months of savings from me And I'm the highest paid, one of the highest paid employees probably, because I've got 21 years of longevity, and I mean, that right there would just about cover it. What I'm saying is that when I leave, there's gonna be vacancy savings off the top, so I think we really should look at trying to hire, if Under Sheriff Bednar prevails, he'll have two vacancies. He'll have the SARO position, and he'll have my vacancy in December. And so, we should try to hire them together, so we can send them to the academy together.
Okay.
Let's just, I'll thought that process way out in front, but just
Well, it's
something.
not that far away, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And the last thing about it, there's some progress down at the fairgrounds. There's actually some progress.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanna be the first one to plug into it, but there's progress.
No, it'll be, I think he knows his electrical, but it's just one man. He
Yeah.
said you should
He
get
needed
some
help.
help, and he said, no, it's all, but he's determined to get it, and we just, so you know, we just got done with Angie, and she's gonna kinda expedite getting some railroad ties, some gravel, we'll get the Jersey barriers. They're gonna cut some trees down, put a couple more hydrants in out there. You know, we've got some ARPA money that we need to spend before the end of the year.
Well, I think that's probably.
So, you know, so it's gonna look different. I realize nobody's got the benefit of that, but pretty soon it's gonna look like, okay, now you really have this, what we envisioned when we started
Right,
with that
right.
thing.
And I go back to the tree that fell there by the grandstands. It's exactly why we are not putting hydrants out there underneath those trees, because I think that creates a very large exposure for the county.
Yeah,
Even if it's not our fault, it's an act of God.
well, they're actually gonna close the fairgrounds, and they're gonna tackle all the trees. They're not cutting trees down, they're just getting rid of them.
Prune them a little bit.
We call them the widow makers.
Oh, yeah, God, it's a, you know, so knowing that that one tree was about to pop off right there by the grandstands, so. I think we should look at planting some trees maybe then down there.
It wouldn't hurt down there.
Yeah.
Some native
Didn't
trees.
arborist come in when Jennifer was here and tried to plant some trees down there?
They
Maybe
did.
Reed has a program for in the
There are a
spring.
I
Be
think
nice
when
to-
he talked about the arborist though, he did say they had a program with this one and they could plant. That
Okay.
was.
It'd be nice to plant some cottonwoods down there. It would
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
yeah, and again,
I got some I'd give you.
we'll come dig them up, right? Yeah, I know. And they grow fast. I'm surprised at that.
Well, and there's water in the ground there. so-
Right, there's high water table there, and that will actually lower the water table a little bit, which won't be a bad thing. But yeah, I think some cottonwoods, because that's the neatest rodeo arena in the state of Montana as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
me too.
And it's because of the trees.
A large hotwood tree will use 300 to 500
Gallons of water a day, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's insane.
Back when they were looking at trying to get more water for irrigation, I said, this was at a meeting, and I said, we need to cut down all the damn cottonwoods. Oh, man. I said, imagine how much water they're using.
Yeah,
That river would be flowing so full.
yeah. Well,
Interesting.
so after the fires of
Oh,
the Doll fire
yeah.
and burned all that country up, there were springs that popped. I mean, there'd never been water running down Buckskin before, ever.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's a trick. Well, it's starting to go the other direction, but
Yeah.
there was a period of time there was a pretty strong flow.
Oh, yeah.
All those trees were using 100 more gallons a day, and there were a lot of damn trees. But you burn them all down,
Yeah.
then every draw has a little seep coming out of it
I
now.
thought it had merit, but nobody agreed to me. Let's say something.
Yeah.
Don't cut down the trees.
Oh yeah. No. So, anything for me?
The only thing of the fairgrounds, we need to get some fire pits down there too.
The
Yeah.
FWP Fish Police put in a sign down at.
Well, they did.
They did.
Riverside.
Riverside. They did
Started.
that yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I went down and looked at it. And
What's it say?
don't shoot guns.
No drug deals.
Don't shoot guns. Can't use guns. They posted a 14-day use, 30-day use.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they posted that on it, so we'll see how long
That's
this.
gonna be really neat though. That's a pretty spot right there.
I do too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there needs to be some dirt work done on it. Needs to be.
Oh, goodness, God,
And they will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
don't they
will.
have a whole, they're gonna spend some dollars,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're gonna be like latrine and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah. So hey, we could maybe sell them our latrine. See if that.
Can you believe that people have been using that thing?
The land?
The latrine that's over
Oh,
the
are you, it's just sitting there.
The one that
That's not hooked up to anything?
they
Yeah, they broke into it and then they wound up locking it again. It's just a disgrace.
I had not heard that.
That's what I heard.
Nothing like the lack of common sense. Because there's not like there isn't a couple of outhouses.
I don't
down
even
there.
think it's
Right.
common sense, I think it's just,
Doing it, just being.
they weren't smacked as a child.
Enough.
Yeah.
Kind of being a monkey.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No?
Everything going smoothly.
It is.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, we're just kind of. We got 5 in jail.
Yeah.
I think some of them have actually taken root there. They're going to be there probably. They'll probably still be there when I leave.
Are we drawing any income on them?
What's that?
Are we drawing an income on them?
No.
Well, I don't wanna do that.
No, none of them. We're not drawing income on any of them.
So we're expending.
Every single day.
And these are where you get those medical things, I think. yeah.
Absolutely. One of them is a.
Diabetic.
Yeah, just goes on and on and on.
He's
Everything.
something.
You will be getting your $331 meals because he has to have special meals from the hospital. So there you go. But no, yeah, I don't see him going anywhere. Do you?
We'll see what Judge Haywood says. I know he's been scheduled for another hearing.
December 22nd.
I know.
December 22nd. That's like another month and a half away. So, and it just we're kicking the can on that one down the road. And he is of course playing the game to the nth degree because he does not want to go to prison, and that's where he's going. And one of the other little interesting, he knows this because he's been incarcerated before. While he's in the county jail, he's drawing Social Security.
No, no,
Oh, yeah.
oh, no,
When he goes to MSP,
he won't.
They don't.
he don't. So he's milking it every single month for as long as he can to draw his SSI because he's banking it. So he'll have a bankroll when he goes to prison.
I remember that. He
Yeah.
comes in.
Yeah, you never know.
But he's gonna be there for a really long time, isn't he?
He's been here for a really long time. I arrested him August 22nd last year.
Well, last
Oh,
year.
a year. Wow.
What?
Yeah, he's done everything to draw it out. Talked
And
to
it-
multiple attorneys.
Yeah, it's a recipe. We had another guy, Hector Valdez, same situation back in like 09, 08. It's like a game they play. So that they'll plead guilty, then they'll withdraw their guilty plea, which causes umpteen thousand pages of paperwork.
And delay.
And delays, and then they'll fire their attorney. So it just goes and it just continues. Or I'm an attorney number, this one's, he,
Oh, no.
what?
Attorney 4?
Maybe.
3 or
Yeah,
4?
3 or 4. He's initially was representing himself. Then he got an attorney. Then he fired that attorney. Then he was representing himself. Now he's fired another one. It just goes on and on and on. But the 2 girls, both of them I think are interested in plea agreements.
We're working on this.
Yeah. So
At least one of them, I know.
yeah, we'd like to get both of them out, but because we have other warrants for people, females, but we don't. I can't justify right now, especially the one arresting her, because she's not gonna bond out, and I'm gonna have to pay $100 a day to house her somewhere else, because I do not have a bed for her. So, anyhow, there you go.
Yeah, it's a different world. That's a whole world of issues that I have.
Yep.
hidden around.
And it's
I
expensive.
never had to deal with it.
So I've been working with Snowy Mountain Development with Rygate on their courthouse and their
Oh, yeah.
initial block fund issues and all that jazz. I brought up to them to keep us on the back burner for possibly building a new jail someday. If they see a grant, if they see funding possibilities come across their desk, to call me. It is a low priority issue, but if they have an idea.
So, I've expressed this to the commissioners previously, but I'll go down this road again. It's not that we can't build a jail. We can build a jail. We can't staff it.
Staff it,
I mean,
It's
I can
operational.
barely get one application for one position, and the problem with building a new facility, you have to meet all the new federal standards.
You do.
It cannot be supervision by cameras, which is what we do right now, because we're grandfather claused in from 1911. But, so you would have to have a staff of no less than probably 14.
I was thinking 20, but okay.
Yeah, and you run into this situation, and I actually have talked to, like, Billings, they're always overpopulated, right? They do not want to farm out people to us, because when they're holding like DOC prisoners, that's figured into their jail budget, that's the sheriff's office budget, so they don't wanna give those guys up. And so, ultimately, we could get ourselves into a situation like Broadwater County there. For a while, Broadwater County was in a very sexy, enviable position, because Gallatin County was completely overstocked, and they were holding Gallatin County and Lewis and Clark County inmates, and so they were making money, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Well, then Gallatin County built a new jail, and so did Lewis and Clark County, and they don't have any inmates. And there was a period of time they weren't for sure they were gonna have to shut the jail down, because they couldn't afford to staff it and pay it. And that ultimately is your biggest cost, is the bond issue will be paid off, you know. If Mr. Trump has his way, we can get a bond issue for 100 years, probably. And, yeah,
Some of the
A
loans
50-year
would help
mortgage?
with the funding for
like your
that.
mortgage for 50.
It's like your 50-year mortgage.
That was not really his most bright moment.
Some of the grants and loans may help with that. There may be other solutions. This is Snowy Mountains,
Right.
what they do, so that's why I put it on their radar.
Interestingly, most of the grants that I have seen over the last 20 years, infrastructure, yes, hard assets, like a building, yes, you can get those grants, but they will not grant for personnel.
Right, but again, this is Snowy Mountain and this is what they do.
Yeah.
They're the experts in it, that's why I sent it to them.
Yep, so,
No, it doesn't hurt to have it out there, but the feasibility of it is very challenging.
It is, that's,
you know,
you never wanna be the smartest person in the room, that's why I went to them.
they can, I mean, if we were gonna do that too, we'd have to build it down by the county line. Cause our only hope of keeping it flowing.
Would be Yellowstone. Well, they might actually need it, but,
Well, and getting employees from Yellowstone County too.
Yeah.
well, that's true too.
Yeah.
Didn't someone, wasn't there some other thing?
Yeah, Josh
Oh, there
McCullough.
was a mental health center that
They're talking
Yellowstone
about.
doesn't want, and I don't know what, one of the Republican committees said, like, well, why don't they bring it here? You know,
Right.
and it's like, well,
Did you apply?
I don't know, but you know, it's, they don't want it for a reason, you know?
Yeah, there's-
and- But it's jobs and everything, you know?
So there's been, the sheriffs we have our little forum that we talk on, and Miles City talked about it, cause they've actually got some, a plat right behind where Pine Hills is there, that they could build it, but they don't want the extra added, because when those people get let loose,
Yeah.
where are they let loose at?
Oh, there we
City.
go.
And in about 14 minutes, they're no longer on their meds, and then all of a sudden you have to deal with them, and they're crazy, and so.
Well, and then that's the same argument kind of that, like if your communities, they wanna build a prison or something.
Well,
But it is its own little industry, you know, it's,
so years and years ago, and like literally, I'm probably, well, Mr. You both will remember, yeah. When they tried to build the jail here, which would have been kind of a smart thing to do back then,
They should have.
Yeah.
but it's 20/20 hindsight.
Now look what Shelby's got.
Yeah, exactly. Look what Shelby's got. But that was exactly the reason the voters did not vote for that jail, was they did not want that element.
They don't stick around.
Well, I know they don't,
Yeah,
but
there's some probably
but
take off.
you couldn't tell them that.
yeah, I said, we don't want criminals around, but there's attorneys, there's a whole wealth of.
Oh yeah, people coming to visit their incarcerated people, and they stay in hotels
But also
and
restaurants,
restaurants, and
mental health counseling, all these
Oh, yeah.
other programs.
all those other programs. So it would have had those assets available, but so. Yeah, but that's exactly why they didn't vote for the jail back then. And so,
They just can't think.
yeah, so
Well, it's hard to project the future.
it is.
They really didn't know that this would get this bad. I mean,
Yeah, so, all right, well, that's me. I'll see y'all later. Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
You bet.
well,
We kinda got past our dead moments, cause dead moments mean I have to do something. And I have to get that inertia going.
Monday, it's Monday.
It is
That's why
tough.
having a day in the middle of the week off is hard.
It's terrible, that's what I was just saying, when there's a short week, it's the longest week ever, you know?
yeah, it is. When things go all moving all fast, everything.
You get that Monday momentum and then,
Then you have another Monday.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Morning.
there's the brain trust.
Sure. We'll go.
Sorry, I still haven't gotten my sticker sheet of gold stars for you yet.
Son of a monkey.
You need to do that.
I know.
We'll put a little thing, you know, we'll,
I was thinking that,
we
or
should
like
keep track of that.
gold star candies for you guys, would that be better?
Ooh.
I think we need both, maybe a visual,
There,
Gold coin.
there you go, like
but
Mario.
they have to be a magnet board, cause you can remove them too.
Oh no, once they get in their possession, they're permanent glue.
Comes with his own super glue each time.
All right.
Go ahead.
No, you don't want us to wait
Oh.
for? Well, good morning. DES is moving forward on Swift Current Busy Bee. So now with the government lifted and now we can continue, move forward. Darren's working on completing of the DEQ permit. He's been on the phone with Helena a couple times on that today. It's going pretty good. The only issue is the state system will not allow him to check the box that says no on asbestos. It's automatically defaulted to yes.
Really?
So the state said in the comment section underneath it, just write in there, system error, no asbestos. And they know about it.
Well,
so.
you know, and maybe you said this, I was looking, I did talk to Roger Herman yesterday on another issue, and he said he issued his letter saying that there's no.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah.
Yep, he's got a printed off copy, it's in his master folder for it. And then speaking of that, we did find the master folder as we've been cleaning the office and refiling stuff this week. So we got a copy to Justina this morning.
Yes.
And a copy to B. So that project's moving along pretty good.
Good.
They said it'll be 10 days from when I submit the permit, so I'll have it submitted this afternoon, so we should get it back on December 1st. Yep. So, in the meantime, we're gonna utilize the building, the fire department's gonna utilize it for large industrial searches. So, they're gonna utilize that on Monday.
As a training thing?
Yep, as a training.
Interesting.
We may or may not break a couple doors inside the building, cause if we do that, then we can count those hours as soft match because we're helping prep for demo. So,
I'm telling you,
Smart.
that's scary when you got ideas I haven't even seen.
it ain't my first rodeo,
I'm
so.
telling you, can smell that dollar.
Yep, yep, so, and then I believe the state volunteer rate has been increased, it's like $26 an hour equivalent. So however many firefighters we got per hour plus the truck there,
Yeah.
that'll be part of our soft match, so.
Good, good.
I'd say, it's only gonna be about $1,000, but it's
All
still,
helps.
It's an
It all
opportunity though.
helps.
It's an and there actually is the training aspect.
yep, and the actual training, yes.
Yeah, there's.
Just don't let anybody get hurt, okay?
And we'll try. Best part is it's in the city, so the city'd have to take care of it.
Well,
Oh, there you go. Point.
Let's see here. Otherwise, Joe Rhodes and Bob Cochran from the State Library, they've completed their work. We'll be meeting with them next week to kind of
this
go
is on
over.
your maps.
Yep, on the
GIS.
mappings. So Bob got all of our error data completed to where he could. So we only have 499 errors now, which seems like a lot, but what they are is addresses that, like say on the right side of the road, should be even. People have odd numbers, so it's just,
Okay,
it's not a big deal, it just shows as an error that it's not addressed correctly, but that's stuff that we'll end up doing over the next couple of years when we start
well,
correcting
do
addresses.
you actually even need to correct those?
Couple of them, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it because we do have a few out of sequence.
Okay,
So we have, just example, number one address is here, then we have a 15 here, and then we have 3 here. So it's just out of sequence.
okay.
So those ones are the critical ones that we gotta worry about. The left and right side for some of the areas, not a big deal.
So you'll kind of prioritize what you
Yep.
have to deal with, okay?
Yep. Then with the new created data, they're working on creating the road atlas for us, so the books,
Excellent.
so.
Laminated books.
Derek can laminate, I showed him how to use the laminator the other day.
Aren't you glad I mentioned that, Jack?
It's not happening. It's not in the budget. Being fiscally responsible. I did bring up map books though the other day for up here.
Oh, great, I didn't know.
Yep. And then
Excellent.
we're just doing short runs of those ones since they're the old/hand drawn ones. And then once we get the real map, we'll probably run 30 of them for you guys to have up here.
Great.
And then that should last a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we're gonna do too is we'll have it labeled on our files, but we won't put a date on them because we don't get a lot of new roads created. So, and that's what the map books show is just roads. It actually doesn't show the properties and that, so. Cause I know that some people's like, well, it's from 2016. I'm like, yeah, but nothing's changed. It was kind of a short week for us with having Veterans Day. And then Darren and I both took Monday off. We were on call that I was up hunting in the mountains and Darren had some things to do, so. And then we're just going through again, all our paperwork file system. So making sure that we got everything, cause Dee brought up a couple weeks ago that we might not have gotten all the award letters to her. So we're finding all those, scanning them, then we'll get them up to Dee and Justina. Cause I don't know, again, bless her heart, I don't know what Chris did keep.
But didn't we also need to do the 15 grand appropriation and transfer? Are you guys on top of that?
Yeah, we were gonna talk about that, I think, after this meeting,
Okay.
so. Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, that was,
I got something to run by you as long as we got time to kill.
Sure. Kill it.
I kind of want to visit